Hello, my dear friends. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Friday. It's my regular yoga practice. Usually, I'm glad that the camera works today. This time, I don't know what happened there yesterday. No, on Wednesday when I couldn't record a class. Anyway, today we are going to do yoga, and I'll try to keep it shorter, and I'll go pretty intense today. So I'll do pretty much everything: the arm balancing, the inversions. And if you don't feel like you want to get into those crazy poses, you don't have to. Adjust this class to your needs and to your physical capabilities. Always remember to read the disclaimer in the description box. It's not a full mode class when I'm explaining everything. I suggest that you check out at least 10 classes of each format before you join me for my practice, and check out the classes on my YouTube channel. You can go to different yoga styles playlist, and you can just cross train. You can do also bar fitness, you can do Pilates. Just don't do them all in one day, obviously, right? One class per day or so. And then you can also join me on Patreon and support my YouTube channel through Patreon. So yeah, let's begin. Let's start with a quick warm-up. We'll lubricate the joints, and then we'll get into the exercises and into the yogic poses. Remember to say hi if you are new here, especially. Let's do some difficult asanas. Okay, Angelina, let's do it. The problem is I haven't done some of them in a while, so it's going to be the working process, guys. If you expect perfection, it's not going to be here. I'm still working on some challenging poses, okay, so that you know it will be fun. Cool. Okay, yeah, we will start with the warm-up, and Angelina, you are welcome to move like how you want to move. It's not like a strict class per se. This is why I give the disclaimer at the beginning and say that feel free to adjust it to your needs and to your physical capabilities. Do what's right for you, okay? So yeah, I'm going to maybe use yoga blocks, prepare some yoga blocks and a strap maybe, and some wall space if you need support with the inversions. If you don't need the support with the inversions, that's fine. You can practice the inversions on free air. You know, I personally prefer to have something behind me, but it's a preference, okay? Cool, perfect. Okay, let's begin. Starting with the warm-up. Have a seat comfortably. We will do a quick warm-up here. You know, you can warm up the way you want. I personally do all things all the time. Same kind of warm-up because it works on my body, but you feel free to adjust it. After attending a lot of classes, and if you are a fitness instructor yourself, you will find a way to warm up your body that works the best way, you know, because each person is individual. They have different body. They have our own preferences, okay? So feel free to tweak around and adjust what you need to do, okay? And this is why I recommend you guys check 10 classes at least of my style, how I teach them, so that you know how to adjust, you know how to modify. Okay, release. Let's stretch the shoulders. And now we will do the same stretches with the different legs. So just switch the bind of the leg. And keep breathing at all times. Also, it's important when you're stretching that you breathe. And then switch side. Perfect. If you want to use the resistance band, a long resistance band or a yoga strap, I always love to warm up my shoulders. Sometimes they are very stiff, and also the chest. So go very gentle, start maybe side to side, and then do a circle here. And then you go wide first, and then you try to narrow it down. But then don't force it, okay? Because you can really hurt your shoulders here. So I did narrow it down a little bit. Wow, I can still do it. My shoulders have been pretty flexible for the past few days. Yeah, stretch the neck now. side to side. And sometimes I do face yoga, so you can make sure that you can still breathe. These ones are funny, but they are pretty intense. So then lick your cheeks inside. Switch the direction. Cool. Okay, release. Unclench your jaw. Well, let's do some eye exercises. It's been a while. If you want to use your hands, you can. So you can activate the lower eyelids, lifting them up while you are doing some eye exercises, and the hands will prevent you from frowning your forehead and frowning your face. So it's a real good isolation of the facial muscles. And then you do circle, and then switch. And then you squint one eye, squint the other eye. Notice what happens in your forehead. You can do double squint. You can do both eyes. Perfect, and slowly release. Yeah, this kind of massage is good for your face. It just feels nice. And it doesn't take a lot of time, so feel free to implement this any day, just on its own when you are applying creams or, taking care of your face. Oh, Indy, what happened here? Okay, let's... Will you carry my yoga strap for me then? Okay. Warming up the legs now. Very quick warm up. Bend, extend. And then bring this leg in. We are going to do a foot massage, very quick one also, just to get the fingers through the toes, okay? And then you do a few strokes here, creating more space between the toes, and then massage your feet. And if you massage your feet every day before you go to bed, you will sleep better. Okay, that's enough. And then, let's do the other one. So go, then extend. We are still warming up here. Okay, cool. And then get in between your toes. Maybe with circular motions, you pass through your bigger phalanges. Okay, and then some random strokes here. It's up to you. If you feel pain in the feet, that's a sign that you need to work on that spot more. Usually in China, when you have a reflexology massagist, a good reflexology massagist, massaging your feet, they will bug you, for that painful spot. So you can spend hours doing this. We are not going to, because it's not the reflexology session. Anyway, let's warm up the abdominals now. I'm going to go straight into a challenge, but you feel free to modify, okay, micro bend the knees if you need to. and do one leg at a time. If you attend my Pilates classes, you'll know how to modify, okay? I'm not going to spend our time here explaining the details. And one more. Perfect. Okay. Coming into tabletop. Into your swap six. Okay. Use yoga blocks if you need to under your wrists. Then if you want to do a few circles here, you can. Cat and cow, warm up the spine. Tuck your toes, come into your plank. Rock back and forth a few times. And now chaturanga, you can lower the knees down into Ashtanga Namaskara. Inhale upward dog and exhale downward dog. Okay, again. Perfect. So they come down. Let's warm up the hips a little more. I'm feeling I could use some movement there. And it's going to be just basic rainbow and hip circles today. Okay, not so much, but just a little to create some movement. Square up your hips. Slowly bring it down. Switch side, circle. And then reverse it. And then cross up and out, rainbow. Okay. Release your wrists. You're going to stretch. It's been a while since I've done this one, so we'll see how I'll balance. Thread the needle. Bring the same cheek down on the floor. Lift your left hand up. See if you can stay here and see if you can pressing the hips down so that they are squared. Maybe lift the leg and grab your toes. You can use a strap here if you want to. Slowly bring it down. This is a quadricep stretch. And then release. Release the arm. There you go. And switch side. Inhale. Again. Okay, this side is going to be a little weaker for me. I always have one side I prefer to do, to show, to demonstrate, and then the other one is like, okay, maybe. Well, I'm pretty balanced today. That's a good sign, I guess. Well, I also slept better this time. Okay, so lift your right leg up with the exhale, knee to elbow, knee across. Come into your warrior one. Yeah, my quadriceps on the left leg are always tight. No matter how much I stretch them. Cool. Let's get into warrior three. Check your balance. You can use the chair if you need to. And let's do a few hip circles here. Let's get into an eagle. It's been a while since you've done it. Okay, now, tree pose, right? Tree pose, lift the arms up. If you want to play around, maybe come on your tippy toe, challenge your balance. Okay, so go across, feel the stretch here. Good, and now grab it with the same hand. Open into Eka Parapranagustasana, and then maybe get into dancer's pose. Nice. Slowly through warrior three. Take it down. You're going to stretch this quad. Use yoga blocks under your wrists. Cool. And I'm going to use a yoga block for this one. So if you don't overstretch yourself. Okay, now we will reverse the sequence a little bit, getting into Kondyasana 2. I expect you to know this by now, okay? Well, I mean, you don't have to do it, but if you've been attending the classes for a while, you know what I usually do, getting into Parsvabhakasana or Kondyasana 1. I think they're very similar. Okay. Fallen angel. Perfect. Lifting the leg up and coming into warrior 2. You can use the yoga block. So here you go. Square up your hips. They're facing forward. Play around here. Now we will get into Trikonasana. Narrow down the stance if you need to. Okay. I'm getting tired here. Let's wrap around. Let's do a few pulses here to get into the bird of paradise, okay? So take a breath and slowly but surely. Oh my goodness, okay, I think I got it. Lift it up, slowly take it down, and release. Cool, if you want to do another one, you're welcome to do another split here. To see if the opened hip helped with the warrior 2. Cool. Now, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. We are going to lift the left leg up now. Little pulse. Knee to left elbow across. Good. Up again. Bring it in between your hands outside your left hand. Okay, now my right quad is very tight. So take a moment here. Stretch it. Ooh. Okay, warrior 3. Indeed, you freed yourself from that strap, huh? Okay, so slowly check your balance here. Eagle on the other side. Come into 3 pose. Whew. Okay, and then across, little pulse here, then open it out to the side. Come on, come on, come on. Hold it, keep breathing, and then send the leg behind. Dancer's pose. Slowly take it down. Stretching the quadricep. A little more here. Perfect. Then you're going to get into a split. Use yoga blocks not to overstretch it. Okay, now let's try Kondyasana 2. Nice. Inhale up, left leg up. But exhale, bring it again into warrior 2 this time. Whew. Okay, open up your hips. They're facing forward. Make sure the knee is not going inward. Try to press it to the back. Take yoga block, move it forward. If you need to for Trikonasana, narrow down the stance and going straight to the side. Okay, not forward, not crunching. Use yoga block for modification. Okay, perfect. Now what? Now we are going to clasp the hands behind and try to get into the bird of paradise eventually. Okay, so go slowly. Every time you walk slowly, your muscles are working. Because if you do it too fast, you will use the momentum and not the muscles. And I'm a big fan of using the muscles. Okay, now another one if you want. Another one if you want. Perfect. Cool. And let's do windshield wipers. Release. So we are moving towards our arm balancing poses, okay? And it's been a while since I've used yoga blocks for the arm balancing. I'm going to do the shoulder stand on the yoga blocks, okay? We'll see, shall I do it now or shall I do it a little bit later? Okay, let's do it a little bit later now while we are still here. We will try to get into our Titibasana, okay? So get into Malasana first, okay? Malasana. Remember to modify. You can always sit on the yoga block if you need to, okay? Guys, I'm just going pretty quick here because it's my practice. Look at the title, right? Yeah, if you need to modify, remember to modify, okay? Listen to your body at all times. Cool. And then send your hands behind here, activating the abdominals. See if you can bring your legs together and then open them apart. Okay, and then we are going to do this eagle pose again. Perfect, and then since this leg is on top, let's come into a square. Let's come into a square here. Feel the stretch of the hips. Nice. And then if you want to get into lotus, be very, very careful, okay? With the feet. So here you go, lotus. And then you can lift yourself up into an unbalancing pose, okay? With this lotus. Okay, now remember which leg was on top. We are going to change it. We are going to change it now. So eagle on the other side. Figure four. Square. I call it a square. It probably has a different name. Because your knees here, the hips are there, it kind of feels like a square. Okay. So yeah, my left hip is pretty tight. Spend some time if you need to, okay? And then slowly getting into lotus on the other side. Lift yourself up. Bring it down, bring your knees down, and gently coming out of it, guys. Lotus is a tricky pose. It's not my favorite, but getting into it will help you to open up your hips. But you have to be careful with the knees so that you don't hurt them, and also the feet if your feet are not mobile. Cool. Here you can hurt yourself. Okay, then what do we do next? What do we do next? Okay, let's get into these ones. But before we go there, since we were opening the hips already, let's do this. Half moon beam. Okay, half moon beam. So this one it looks hard, but it's actually one of the easier balancing poses that you can come up with, because you are holding yourself on your forearm and only one wrist, not both wrists. Okay, so let's try it. I think Marcus is there. Okay, let's give it a try on the other side. Slowly using the muscles, guys, okay? Play around with the leg. Yeah, and this one requires quite a bit of twist in the abdominals, as you can see. Let me see, is it Marcos or somebody else? Ah, Jules, great to see you. You have the same color icon. This is why it's hard to see. Okay, well, let's see. Let's try Bakasana. I'm always struggling with this one. Like I'm still working on finding the dent in the elbow. And some days when I don't do it for a long time, I'm really struggling with this pose. Oh, okay, I was able to find it. It can be hit and miss with me, especially with these hands. I can kind of find it here, but on this side, it just takes a while. And I've only been practicing yoga for like 4 to 5 years consistently, I should say. Okay, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to get it perfectly done, right? I guess it's a process. So let's get into our shoulder stand here. Cool. Remember, your hands are further away from the yoga blocks so that you can lean forward, place your shoulders down, okay? But the wrists stay in line with the elbows behind, okay? And then you lift your hips, and then you'd find the dent in the elbow. And here your head does not touch the floor. You can stay like this. You can lift one leg up. You can swap the legs in the ear. You can do this one. This is a good abdominal exercise. And then slowly bringing it down. It's quite intense. I usually don't last for very long with these ones because it's hard to talk and do it at the same time. So when I'm practicing, I usually don't talk because these are very, very hard. Well, okay, we've done this one. Now let's try the headstand. Okay, if you touch the wall, it's okay. Just remember to use it as a tool. See what you need to adjust in your body so that you can balance. And again, I'm not holding my weight on my hand. And slowly bring it down. Coming to a froggy, have a stretch here. Relax. I'm still working on my middle split, by the way. Oh. Okay, let's try the forearm. Forearm stand, not my favorite, okay? Just giving you fair warning. I'm not going to hold it for too long. We'll see. So you can bend the knees here, do twinkly toes as well. And then, okay, I'm going down. You could try the Scorpio if you wanted to. I don't feel like I really want to get into it today. So, do what you want to do. Yeah, this one I'm getting away with this one. It wasn't my favorite for a very long time, but now I kind of stopped liking it, especially when I'm getting into the upper back. So I don't feel as much in my lower back, and your upper back takes a lot of time to develop. So we usually use our lower back. This is why you experience a lot of back tension after the back bends and back extensions. But as you get a hold of the upper back, and Pilates has been helping with it significantly, you will find it more mobile, and then you can do more things. Okay, I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. I'm going to do maybe what should I do? Oh, shall we try? Okay, let me try this one because it's been a while. It's been a very long time since I've done this one. But these ones are kind of funny. Okay, so you bring one leg up, and then with the other one, you go up like that. It's similar to the one that I did right in front of the wall. And you can just do this once if you want to. They could be a good modification. But I'm going to do the Setu Bandhasana supported bridge pose. If you want to, do it with me. And then I'll do the wheel just to sum up. And then I'm going to stretch, okay? And then we are done. Indeed, we will be done. Yeah, this supported bridge feels really nice. So just relax. Okay, so take it down. Let's get into it. Touch the heels. Okay, slowly coming down. Scooch forward. Where is the strap, Indy? Okay, if you want to do the supported shoulder stand again, you can. You can use the yoga block under your hips. You can slide your feet down with the wall. Wiggle side to side. If you want to do the decompression of the spine with the yoga block, I personally prefer to go with the corner of the yoga block to create more space between the vertebrae, and then you kind of slide it down along the spine. So adjust it, guys, okay? It doesn't have to look like mine because you will feel it differently. But I love this one. So you start with the upper back, and then you slowly find your way down. And by the time you are down, your lower back will feel very nice. Okay, I'm going to take this one and we'll finish a few stretches here. IT band stretch. And implement the foam roller. If you don't have any contraindications, to do the foam rolling stretch at least once a week, guys, I highly recommend it. It's been salvation for me because I do a lot of leg work, especially during the bar class. I usually try to stretch myself after intense workout. Nice. Okay, we did stretch quite a bit of hips today with all of the poses that we've done. So just rock side to side and then eventually come into your Shavasana for a moment. Good. Slowly, slowly start wiggling your toes, your ankles, your hips, your wrists. Maybe you do a morning stretch, rock side to side. Good. Bend your knees towards your chest. Maybe you do a few circles here. Massaging the lower back. And then turn to your right side. Stay here for a moment. Good. And like so. Slowly starting to lift yourself into a seated position. Have a seat comfortably. Keep your eyes closed. You can connect your thumbs and index fingers into Gyan Mudra and do a silent meditation for a moment. Focus on your breath. Slowly open your eyes and you're all done, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you had fun with this little practice. Tell me how was your practice today in the comments. And oh, okay, we see Tonbam, lucky dog. Oh my gosh, he's obsessed. I know. It's like no matter how much salt I give him, he still wants. Oh, you come over here. I'm confusing sides here. Come on, come say hi, Indy. Yeah. Okay, Angelina, how was the class? Tell me. Well, it wasn't really a class. Okay, and really advanced, so I will probably make it more difficult. Well, okay, if you are more advanced than me, that's fine. Help yourself, okay? I find it sometimes interesting to join classes with other fitness instructors, you know, just to challenge me. And yeah, if you feel like you can do more things, you're welcome to do so. Some days I just don't feel like I want to get into certain things, you know, and then I have to listen to my body. So you could be also younger than me. It's totally fine. And yeah, Siege D is here. Great to see you, Siege. How are you doing? Yeah. Okay. Well, we had quite a few people joining us today. Thank you so much for showing up for the practice. And guys, it doesn't have to be super long. If you are in a decent shape, all you need to do is like maybe 30 to 40 minutes a day where you spend time. Yoga always takes longer to just warm up the body and, you know, get into the poses safely and then cool down. But if you are doing bar, if you're cross training, you will find that some of the workouts that I also have here, they are shorter, you know. So if you are in a decent shape, all you can do is just maintain your shape, sort of speak, you know, and then you can add a little more resistance over time, but they're not going to take you very long. So you're not going to spend all day at the gym, for example, exercising, which I don't recommend. So it has to be a balanced workout. If you go to the gym, try to stretch more, because people, they are so hyper focused on strength, building the muscles, but they don't stretch. They don't work on their flexibility. Okay. So yeah, remember that your workout has to be balanced. Fine. Thank you. Yes. Okay, Joel. Great that you enjoyed the class. Okay, cool. Remember to please, guys, like, share, and subscribe, and okay, swimming, jogging, and weightlifting. Okay, swimming is good. Swimming will actually stretch your spine. I used to do swimming when I was little. I attended the swimming pool very regularly. Like every day I would swim for like sometimes 10 kilometers, you know, but I'm not sure how much it is in miles. Yeah, we did swimming. I really enjoyed it. It's very good for your back and it builds up the upper body pretty well. Yeah, I had my shoulders were much wider and like very strong back. at some point, you know, but then I didn't swim for a very long time, and then it kind of shrunk. Everything goes smaller. Well, anyway, guys, yeah, have fun. Remember to enjoy your weekend. Join me for more classes. I teach different fitness formats. Please support the YouTube channel by subscribing to my Patreon. The link is in the description box and also in the chat. And yeah, check out other classes here and tell me what you think about them in the comments. I'm always happy to get your feedback. Okay, I'll see you soon. Enjoy the weekend. Join us for interesting discussion tomorrow. And also, we are running a separate show with EMA. If you haven't seen it yet, go check it out. Okay, I'll see you guys around. Join me for my piano practice this Sunday also. And yeah, let's have some fun on the weekend. Take care, everyone. Bye. Ingy.